There is now a major twist in the Malegaon blast investigations, with yet another witness turning hostile. The witness submitted before court. He was tortured, illegally confined, his family threatened so that he would implicate Yogi Adityanath, the current Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Indresh Kumar, senior RSS leaders and other RSS Karyakartas in the Malegaon blast of 2008. The BJP has got a stick to beat the Congress with, alleging that top Congress leaders and BJP and RSS leaders are naming two former Home Ministers of India, saying they floated the Hindu terror bogey. Vidya and Mustafa Sheikh bring you a top story. 29 September 2008. 6 people were killed and over 100 injured when an improvised explosive device strapped onto a motorcycle went off near a mosque in Malegaon, Maharashtra. Over a decade later, a witness in this case has dropped a bombshell. An office bearer of the Abhinav Bharat, the witness told the NIA court he was allegedly detained by the Maharashtra anti-terror squad in 2008 and tortured. The witness claims that Maharashtra ATS officials wanted him to name 5 RSS leaders and members: Yogi Adityanath, Indresh Kumar, Asim Anand, Deodhar and Kakaji. He says he was made to sit on the floor and tortured. He said that his family members were tortured because he did not name RSS office bearers. The witness alleges his statement was recorded nearly a month after he was detained. The witness has now been declared hostile by prosecution, which claims he never mentioned anything about ATS exerting pressure before. But the sensational allegations have triggered a massive political storm.
It is an political conspiracy by the Congress leaders and UPA government. एजेंसियों को जोर जबरदस्ती मिसयूज करके और आरोपी बनाने की कोशिश की गई.
The BJP claims the entire Malegaon blast investigation was an attempt by the Congress party to give a clean chit to Pakistan.
ये दिखाता है कि किस प्रकार से कांग्रेस पार्टी पाकिस्तान को क्लीन चिट देने के लिए, इस्लामिस्ट आतंकवादियों को क्लीन चिट देने के लिए, हिंदुओं को बिना वजह बेगुनाह हिंदुओं को उसमें इम्प्लिकेट करने की पूरी साजिश रच रही थी.
The Congress insists it never linked religion to terror.
पिछले 7-8 सालों से केंद्रीय एजेंसियों का किस तरह से दुरुपयोग इस देश में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की, मोदी जी की सरकार कर रही है, पूरा देश जान रहा है और ये जग जाहिर है, ये उसी का एक हिस्सा है.
देश के अंदर 5 स्टेट का जो है इलेक्शन होने जा रहा है, विधानसभा. ऐसे मौके पर किसी विटनेस को ला करके ये उससे बयान दिलवाना कि ATS ने हमारे ऊपर दबाव डाला था कि हम योगी आदित्य जी का नाम लें, या इसी तरह और भी जो है देश में जो RSS के लोग हैं उनका नाम लें, ये मुझे सियासत लगती है, इसका सच्चाई से कोई ताल्लुक नहीं.
219 witnesses have been examined in the trial so far, where the accused are Bhopal BJP MP Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur and Lieutenant Colonel Prasad Shrikant Purohit and 5 others. Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur and Colonel Purohit have been granted bail. The trial is now being expedited with a special court exclusively designated to hear the case on a daily basis. With Vidya and Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today. Those tracking investigations say that this is a key witness who's turned hostile. Politically, the case has exploded. The BJP has accused the Congress of floating the Hindu terror bogey and now being caught out. Joining me on the show, Rakesh Sinha, Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament of the Bharatiya Janata Party, has been associated with the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. Sujata Paul, leader of the Congress. Nalin Kohli is the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, will join us in a moment. Dhanraj Vanjari is a former ACP of the Maharashtra Police. But Sujata Paul, BJP says the truth is finally emerging. Congress floated the bogey of Hindu terror. Indresh Kumar, senior RSS leader, claims it was happening at the behest of 10 Janpath, and this plan was executed by 2 former Home Ministers of India.
This is a very, very bizarre statement. In 2008, how important was Adityanath? when is had this particular witness taken his name, I think the court would have admitted it and probably given him a clean sheet if he had said this, because Adityanath became relevant only after 2016 to Uttar Pradesh. But Uttar Pradesh elections are happening. Second point, very important. Who killed those people? There were 6 people who died, 100 people injured. There was a bike which was bought by Pragya Singh Thakur, or at least was in her name. She's out on bail. She never appears in the court, and we've seen her enjoying herself. Third very important point, the victim's lawyer has approached the court and has also written to the Supreme Court and High Court Chief Justices, to allow the NIA, or rather requested the NIA to conduct this entire prosecution with the help of the ATS, because the original investigation was conducted by the ATS. However much you might say that ATS was wrong, we must not forget what statements must have been made in front of it must be taken into account. And this is showing very poorly on the NIA, because this is the 15th witness which has turned hostile. And let's not attach religion to terrorism.
Fair enough. You say let's not attach religion to terrorism. Rakesh Sinha, yet another witness has turned hostile. Maharashtra ATS officials have claimed in the past that they carried out evidence-based investigation against the accused in this case. Courts will decide on the basis of evidence gathered. Why is the Congress party being roped in, sir?
You know, in fact, whatever happened in between 2008 to 14, it was the dirty trick department of the Congress party was dominating the entire investigation team. I am giving one example. ATS chief, Mr. KP Raghuvanshi, was transferred in 2010 without any substantial reason. A senior police officer who was heading the ATS was transferred because he was not obeying what the dictation was coming from New Delhi to Maharashtra. In fact, there was an attempt, systematic attempt, to create a narrative of Hindu terrorism, to create a parallel between the jihadi terrorism, Islamic terrorism and Hindu terrorism. I don't know whether it was international pressure, but it is definite that 2 Home Ministers of India, one Mr. Chidambaram, then Mr. Shinde, both have them openly and said that it was a Hindu and saffron terrorism. Mr. Shinde spoke this thing when there was a Congress Adhiveshan in Jaipur in the presence of Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, and the audience clapped. This means it was endorsement of the High Command of the Congress party. In the Congress High Command means 10 Janpath. Second important thing, that BJP came into power in 2014 May. Between 2008 to 2014, for a blast you took 6 years, no persecution. What evidence you gathered? Because you wanted to prove something which was not truth. You wanted to make untruth a truth. So there was a manufactured narrative, manufactured evidences and manufactured witnesses. That's
a very strong statement you make, and let me get Sujata Paul to respond. You've made a serious allegation against 2 former Home Ministers of India, P. Chidambaram and Sushil Kumar Shinde, accusing them of floating or propagating the Hindu terror or saffron terror bogey. You are claiming that this was endorsed by Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. Sujata Paul, respond. That's a very serious charge being leveled by the BJP.
The BJP is bound to level charges and accusations of this kind, but they don't have any proof that any leader is endorsing what some of our leaders might have said. Nobody says anything when the matter reaches the court. One thing, are you questioning the court? In front of the court, it is the prosecution and how it presents the case which matters. Second point, he has no answers to my questions. All the questions that I've raised, not a single one has been answered by Mr. Sinha. Now, when you're talking about Hindu terror, is that what is coming up in the courts? No. So let us not try to do it, because elections are round the corner and you have a Hindutvavadi in Uttar Pradesh. Third, Mr. Rakesh Sinha, the Shiv Sena BJP government was in place before the Mahavikas Aghadi. What did you do then? At that time, you were not proving it in this manner. So let's not get there. because it is.
Rakesh Sinha, quickly respond. The timing, and I'll come to that aspect in greater detail, but respond to Sujata Paul saying all of this is happening now because of elections in Uttar Pradesh.
No, in fact, I spoke in the Rajya Sabha too. There is a new tendency in the Congress to ask, to question the timing. When there is a Ayodhya temple, they say, why this timing? They ask the date. When there is ordinance, then why this timing? When someone becomes hostile, why this timing? Then the Congress party has to issue a calendar of Muhurt in which everything should be done. This is a nation where democracy prevails, and we have substantive democracy. Sometimes election in UP, sometimes in Maharashtra, sometimes panchayat election, sometimes parliament election. So you cannot stop the developmental work. You cannot stop the democratic process. Court's process is not influenced by the election. Court's date is not fixed by the election commission. Hostiles independence should not be questioned. If you are questioning any individuals, any citizen's wisdom, then you are questioning the entire democratic process. You are questioning today the hostile. I can question to you. So we should trust our citizens, whether one is in court, whether one is in parliament, whether one is a witness, whether one is a criminal. One important thing I'm telling you.
Sujata Paul, hold on for a moment. Dhanraj Vanjari.
You know,
Dhanraj Vanjari,
what happens that Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. Just I'm completing.
Okay, 30 seconds.
Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi were witnesses when Shinde was floating the narrative of the saffron terrorism. So Shinde has to respond. So then Janpath has to respond. Okay. Why Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi have not condemned? You go for a Google search, you find millions of Hindu terrorism search, but not a single Hindu terrorist. And the entire
sir, you made this point. Dhanraj Vanjari, ATS is under the scanner. ATS, sir, give me a moment. ATS, Mr. Vanjari, is under the scanner. Parambir Singh was then additional CP of this anti-terror squad working on this case. BJP leaders now say his role is suspect then, his role is suspect now when he remained unavailable for investigation. So they say there is a pattern to police officers following political leaders.
Actually, if you look into the pattern, Gaurav, the first pattern in Malegaon blast was the area which all police fraternity and the reporter and journalists know is Aitasham area. We had arrested 9 Muslims in that. But after the arrest and complete investigation, when the issue went in the court, they were all released. There was no sufficient evidence. The second theory came after a lot of evidences and efforts made particularly by the Shahid Hemant Karkare ji. No doubt Parambir Singh was there. In this country, whatever happens, it doesn't happen without political angle and triangle. I will say this triangle. Number one of this triangle is the wrong time makes right time for choosing a witness to get hostile in this case. But with this angle, if you see out of 219 witnesses, if 14 or 15 witnesses gets hostile for judicial forum, it's not a big issue. I don't find it will have any great impact on judicial.
Fair enough, but it's the quality of the investigation which has also been challenged by the NIA, Mr. Vanjari, and I will bring you what the NIA had to say. Sir, you are saying Hemant Karkare carried out a fair investigation when the NIA says ATS planted evidence at Colonel Purohit's residence. So we'll come to that aspect in just a moment. But Samir Kulkarni, you've claimed you had no role to play in the blast, yet were arrested by the ATS. You've had conversations with late Hemant Karkare. What did Mr. Karkare say to you, sir? समीर कुलकर्णी जी, आप मेरी आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं? आपने दावा किया कि आपकी कोई भूमिका नहीं थी मालेगांव धमाकों में आपकी हेमंत करकरे जी से, और आपने दावा किया है कि हेमंत करकरे जी से आपकी कई बार बातचीत हुई। क्या बातचीत हुई हेमंत करकरे से आपकी?
जिस वक्त मालेगांव बम ब्लास्ट हुआ था उस वक्त मैं महाराष्ट्र में भी नहीं था, मैं मध्य प्रदेश में था। मैंने जिंदगी में कभी मैं मालेगांव में गया नहीं और मैंने मालेगांव बम ब्लास्ट यह शब्द पहली बार एटीएस ने मुझे भोपाल से परमवीर की जो बीबी है, जिस कंपनी में वो डायरेक्टर है, इंडिया बुल्स के चार्टर प्लेन से मुझे झूठे नाम से मुझे मध्य प्रदेश से पकड़ के लेके आए, मुझे बहुत टॉर्चर किया। करकरे साहब भी उस वक्त थे, अभी वो हुतात्मा हो चुके हैं, इसलिए मैं उनके बारे में ज्यादा बात नहीं करना चाहता हूं। लेकिन आज भी परमवीर सिंह और श्री राव ने हमें 24 घंटे में से 20 घंटा टॉर्चर किया। केवल हमारा दोष इतना था कि उस वक्त की विद्यमान जो गवर्नमेंट थी उसके खिलाफ हम प्रचार प्रसार कर रहे थे। हम भारतीय होने के नाते, हम हिंदुत्ववादी होने के नाते, हम अपना संविधान के दायरे के अंदर, कानून के दायरे के अंदर सजगता से धर्म रक्षा का अपना कर्तव्य निभा रहे थे। इसीलिए हमें चुन चुनकर इन मुकदमों में अटकाया गया। हमारा कुछ भी लेना देना नहीं है मालेगांव बम ब्लास्ट से। और इस केस के बाद में जितने भी हिंदुओं को केस में लटकाया, वो सभी के सभी सन्माननीय न्यायालय ने उनको निर्दोष मुक्त किया है। आज हम सशर्त जमानत के ऊपर है, ताकि हमारे खिलाफ कोई भी प्रथम दृष्टया एविडेंस नहीं है।
वो अदालत तय करेगी आप दोषी हैं या निर्दोष है, ये निर्णय अदालत का होगा। लेकिन सुजाता पोल, बीजेपी says there is a pattern to the actions of the Congress party. First, floating the bogey, as the BJP puts it, of saffron terror. They've accused Sushil Kumar Shinde. Rahul Gandhi was quoted in WikiLeaks cables talking about the threat of Hindu terror being more dangerous than Pakistan state-sponsored Lashkar-e-Taiba or Jaish-e-Mohammed. Digvijay Singh released a book calling 2611 RSS ki sazish, and we'll play out those images for you. Is there a pattern to this? 2611 was a Pakistan state-sponsored terror attack, and a top Congress leader releases a book saying it's RSS ki sazish.
As far as RSS is concerned, RSS has been banned earlier also. So thrice after independence, once before
I'm sorry, my
independence.
question was very specific to 2611 Mumbai terror attacks. I covered those terror attacks on ground zero, so I'm being very specific.
Yes, but there is a pattern here. The pattern is that you have to malign Hemant Karkare ji, who laid down his life for the country. And this has been done before by Pragya Thakur, who I don't understand how you call her Sadhvi, but that's her name, right? The Pradhan Mantri says that what statement she makes...
Ma'am, you're digressing from a very specific question that I asked you on Digvijay Singh releasing a book, 2611 RSS ki sazish, when the entire evidence pointed to Ajmal Amir Kasab, a Pakistani terrorist, 9 other Pakistanis who were killed, and a terror plot that was hatched by Pakistan's ISI and Lashkar-e-Taiba.
I'm not moving away from it
you
at all, Gaurav. As far as RSS is concerned, RSS is known to be Shadyantrakari. So there is nothing new about that. RSS has always done Shadyantra in this country, and RSS is the one who wants the...
No, I have to respond her. Gaurav.
Give me a moment as I reestablish that link.
Against the ATS. If the ATS is completely wrong in the manner in which they've conducted the investigation, then NIA comes in and, has taken over. But isn't it important for them to ensure that what investigation was carried out by the ATS is also considered?
Ma'am, that is neither for you nor for me to decide. That is for courts to decide. But you still sidestep that issue of Digvijay Singh releasing a book calling 2611 RSS ki sazish.
Gaurav, give me 30
Rakesh
seconds.
Sinha has a question. Go on, sir.
Any kind of terror is wrong. Any religion being brought into
Gaurav, this is very unfortunate that she is blaming the RSS. I am telling you that RSS was banned in 1975 because we were fighting to restore democracy in this country. Indira Gandhi's authoritarian rule, Indira Sanjay's duo's authoritarian rule in this country, we sabotaged the India's constitution, we sabotaged India's civil society. RSS was at the forefront and it was banned. We are proud of to getting banned in 1975. In 1948, we were banned by Nehru, despite the protest by Sardar Patel, and ultimately Nehru has to have taken back this ban, and he has to, indirectly he apologized to the nation.
One by one.
When we are leading the Ram Janmabhoomi movement, we were banned. So all three times we are fighting for democracy, for culture, for civil society. RSS has been victimized by the authoritarian rule, by the people who believe that their ideology is a supremacist ideology. And as far as Malegaon blast is concerned, I am telling you, a narrative was created by the Congress party. Just narrative was had the objective. Congress was.
Give me a moment. Both of you speaking simultaneously will not help. Let me bring in senior BJP spokesperson and leader Nalin Kohli also joining me on the broadcast. Nalin Kohli, now that we have our audio link established with you, Congress and the Maha Vikas Aghadi, they've questioned the timing of this witness statement just ahead of Uttar Pradesh elections, saying this is timed to benefit Yogi Adityanath and the Bharatiya Janata Party. Response, sir.
Gaurav, I have very patiently for about 22 minutes heard the debate, and I have heard everyone's point of view. I hope I'll just have some time without any interruption to make my point. The question of the Congress party constantly questioning timing is, if you'll pardon the language, a silly approach. Because anything that happens at some time in the life that we live. And you can always find time with that, fault with that time. Somebody would say, why was this person born at that time? That is not an argument. In this country, elections are going to take place always. You don't have one nation, one election. So if the Congress party doesn't want to question timings and elections, then they should join Prime Minister Modi's call for one nation, one election. And then you can question the time every time, only once in 5 years. Otherwise, every year you have an election. Second is, let's look at the entire issue a little dispassionately. And I'd like to speak also as a lawyer. Basically, what involves in law, there is an accusation, a police files an FIR. An FIR is only a first information report. It has nothing to do with proof. An FIR can be filed against you, against me, against anyone on this panel, saying anything. It has no value. What matters next is how the case is built, whether a court has to, and when that case is built, is there evidence on the case?
Okay.
A witness is only to corroborate it unless it is an eyewitness. That's a separate case altogether. Now, evidence is something irrefutable. The witness has to corroborate it. Just because you have one witness or 200 witnesses, not. The prosecution's case has to finally be proved in a court of law on the basis of the Evidence Act, not on the basis of any political party or social organization's demand that it should be like this. Now, what is important is the political overview. Rahul Gandhi came up with this famous comment that Hindu terrorism is more dangerous. Whether he was in his senses at that time or not, I can't comment. But that comment was completely uncalled for because he created a bandwagon of a Hindu terrorism which is notional. How he came about it, why he did it, you have to ask Rahul Gandhi. Because it's against fair reality. Then you had the whole Congress party go into an overdrive with Sushil Kumar Shinde in Jaipur. Then you had Mr. Chidambaram, Digvijay Singh, everybody, Hindu terror, Hindu terror. Now a case takes place and you then say we have to show that this is an act of Hindu terror. Whether now, if we start communalizing religion, into communalizing crime on the basis of religion, then every day that a bomb blast takes place by the misuse of Islam, by some person killing anybody, then you will have to straight away start calling it Islamic terror. Is that correct?
Let me get Sujata Paul to respond to that.
So this naming of a religion with this is a two-way.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Finish. Just let
fair
me
enough. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I came to you 20 minutes late. Go on, sir. Complete your point. Then I'll bring in Ms. Paul.
So therefore you don't. One second. Yes, just I'll take a minute only. No more. Thank you so much. Now the same approach, move it away from terror and put it on rape, put it on robbery, put it on any other crime under the IPC. Is it a correct approach? The idea is that if there is a crime, there must be a proper investigation and the courts have to be convinced that those who have been blamed or who are charge sheeted, the case of the prosecution, does it stand up to the scrutiny of law and the evidence or not? That's the simple case. It's not going to be driven by what the Congress desires or what the BJP desires.
Okay.
Now in this particular case, a witness has said, I have been forced to make these statements. He is putting the charge on an officer who went on to become the commissioner and is under question, Parambir Singh. That man has been absconding. Now he has come before it. He's joining. He's being investigated by the Congress government. So if he is not good enough for the Congress government and to be investigated, how does he become good enough for a witness who says that I was coerced by Parambir Singh? You have to put the same standards for the same man in terms of his actions.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll get Mr. Vanjari to respond to that.
The Aghadi, which is investigating him, or at that time.
Absolutely. But Ms. Paul, now you have both Mr. Rakesh Sinha, he was with the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, and Mr. Nalin Kohli of the BJP, questioning multiple Congress leaders for raising what they call is a bogey of Hindu terror, they allege with ulterior motive.
You know, one thing is very clear, that the BJP is trying to bring in what is irrelevant into the issue today. The matter is in the court, and we are talking about witnesses turning hostile. They can't stick to it because they have to bring Rahul Gandhi into it, Digvijay Singh, and blah, blah. But, you know, I just want to know one thing from Mr. Kohli, who I respect a lot. Mr. Kohli, there are 6 people who died. Someone must have killed them, right? Don't you want those people to be punished, whether they belong to a particular religion or another one? Do they deserve justice? The point is that. Now, what you're talking about timing, the NIA, even if you bring the NIA into the picture, is it wrong for the NIA to, carry out the prosecution and make it stronger by getting the ATS and speaking to the officers over there? Because the NIA officers were obviously not there as part of the investigating team initially. So do you think that that is wrong? So let's stick to that. And, when you're talking about Rahul Gandhi being in his senses or not, I really want to know from you, is Pushkar Singh Dhami and his government in their senses that they're trying to incite passions on the lines of religion at this time when the state is going into elections? I really do want an answer to that.
Okay, Nalin Kohli wants to quickly respond since the direct charge has been made. Then I'll bring in Mr. Vanjari. Go on, Mr. Kohli.
Yes. First of all, Ms. Paul, and I must make it clear, the murder of any Indian citizen of any religion from any region is a murder. And whoever has done that murder has to be punished. I mean, how can you say that he or she cannot be punished? Whoever it is. But just because somebody is charged and the prosecution is yet to prove his case, it's not going to run by the Congress party's desire that this person is guilty. Because the Congress party, and I agree with you, this is a matter of the court. You are not a court of law. Neither am I. So therefore, whoever it is has to be. And if an inconvenient thing is coming from a witness today, a question on Parambir Singh, how can he be a saint when it came to the prosecution under the ATS, but he is not a saint today or is a wanted man or a criminal when the Aghadi government is upset with him? It's the same officer. So if he is under cloud today, his actions up to now will be under cloud. Or you give him a clean chit.
Okay.
Say, no, he's the best officer. We don't want to investigate him. His investigation then was also good. Now also it's good.
In fact, on the quality of investigation,
is under question.
Dhanraj Vanjari, Maharashtra ATS claimed Colonel Prasad Shrikant Purohit had arranged the RDX. They could not prove it. There were allegations that traces of RDX were actually planted at his house to prove a point. And this was a very serious charge that was leveled by the NIA, an investigation agency. And if I may, I want to quote NIA's sensational charge that ATS under Hemant Karkare, who was killed incidentally in the 26 attacks, planted evidence to frame Purohit, a military intelligence officer. The central agency alleged that an ATS officer, a sub-inspector, left traces of RDX in the house of another accused, retired army personnel, Sudhakar Chaturvedi, in Deolali. Mr. Vanjari.
I hope we are not going to conduct a media trial here in the debate. We are here for debate, not for speeches. And if some credentials of Karkare have been questioned, I think this is not a right forum and a right place to speak.
Sir, the NIA has said something. NIA has submitted something. You are free to answer on merit.
No. Gaurav, in fairness, somebody who has died, we shouldn't now go down that route. I would also say Good right,
I'm
good
trying
bad.
to
Sir, the
everybody doesn't
NIA has
matter.
said
Man
something.
has
I am
passed away, we
quoting
should
it on
respect
merit.
that.
of interruption, then better you speak. And Gaurav, if you do not want a man of a legal and investigation background to speak in the debate, then better you don't call
Sir,
me.
I asked you a question, sir. You are free to respond to that question.
Let the political spokesperson only to conduct the debate.
I asked you a question based on what the NIA has said. Mr. Vanjari, you are free to respond, sir.
NIA, what NIA has said, and the whole country knows how NIA has taken away investigation. What NIA has done so far, have they conducted any extra evidence from circumstantial evidence to correct the things? No. What they have done, they have just called the witnesses and recorded their statement. Bet upon any legal expert. Bet upon any legal expert. I vouch. I am now practicing. I was a police officer, and that time a part of ATS team also.
Gaurav, give me 30 seconds to
If
respond.
any witness been placed for giving statement even after 1 month, there will be some discrepancies. That doesn't mean that the witnesses are getting completely distorted and hostile.
Okay.
Now in this case, everybody is talking about investigation of ATS. ATS would not have done anything irrespective of evidence being happened at their file. As
Fair
regards
enough.
to this particular witness who has turned hostile in the court now, this witness, as per my knowledge, is not a key witness. Key witnesses are those who can influence the corroboration with the circumstantial evidence only.
Fair
making
enough. It is the
proof
NIA that claimed
and
RDX was
admissible.
planted at Colonel Purohit's house or at the behest. This is what the NIA has claimed. So it is one agency versus the other agency. And Rakesh Sinha, how does this then implicate or draw links with the Congress party, sir?
No, I am giving two instances which prove that how the narrative was created. The person like Tishta Setalwad, who was awarded Padma Shri by the UPA government, what she did in her communalism combat, the magazine she owned and edited. She wrote that she was leading a campaign to forgive the killer, the Kasab. She was leading a campaign and she said this is the highest level of the human right. Look, the Tishta Setalwad
So how is that
was
related to
who?
this case, sir?
The person who led the killing of Hemant Karkare.
How is that linked to this case, sir?
Those Tista's clan, Tista was getting all the support from the UPA government. No, I'm coming. Tista 2611 and this see the entire Hindu terrorism narrative is not isolated. They reconnected. You rightly pointed out in Digvijay Singh is releasing 2611 RSS conspiracy. And then the Samjhauta blast, the international agencies, United Nations agency says something and the Congress party led the government say something. You are negating whatever the international agencies proved that. So this narrative, basically politically this narrative was built. This narrative was built not from any other place, not from the Home Ministry, from 10 Janpath. These two Home Ministers, Chidambaram and Sindhe, were loyal, obedient Home Minister of the 10 Janpath. They were not the Home Minister
Sir,
of
again, where is the evidence for either of this? But let me bring in Sujata Paul once again. I have last 30 seconds on the broadcast. Manohar Parrikar, late Manohar Parrikar as Defence Minister of India, he made documents available to Colonel Purohit, which were earlier denied to him, even though they were his right. It is claimed, Ms. Paul, that political pressure was applied to ensure that due process of law was subverted to deny justice to Colonel Purohit, ma'am.
As far as this particular matter is concerned, it is for the courts to decide. You and I are nobody to talk about it. But did you see what Mr. Sinha is talking about? He's talking about the Padma Shri, which was awarded by the UPA government. Is Mr. Sinha trying to say that all the Padma Shris that they are awarding are all political? What kind of narrative are they setting? This is what I was saying. The BJP is trying to pit the NIA against the ATS, which is really sad. NIA is under the control of Prime Minister
Ms.
Modi.
Paul,
and
I said that the person who was awarded Padma Shri was leading a campaign to forgive Kasab Ajmal Kasab, who was responsible for 26
that your government is giving.
See the correction. Tista Setalwad had all the support of the Congress ministers, Congress leaders. She was a leading campaigner in the pseudo-socialist camp.
And Mumbai police is supposed to be one of the best forces of the country. Are you questioning that?
Clearly, this isn't the last that we've heard of this controversy, though I've run out of time on this part of the show. To all my guests, many thanks for joining me. We'll track the story very, very closely.